Yesterday I was talking to our Anagarika daughters at the monastery, a group of them. So we have a program called Little Britain. I've mentioned about this in the past. We have one for the boys and one for the girls as well. So yesterday I was talking to the girls. So we sat down and I asked them to get into groups of 3 and preach the doctrine. And the other 2 would ask questions, because we are preparing them so that they can engage in this great battle against Mara. Because when you come to the monastery, I want them ready to help you. So towards the end of that, I explained to them, I said, Dua, interesting fact. I said, Dua, did you know that as a girl, you are born with all the eggs that you will ever have in your ovaries? Science. You're never going to have more than you're born with. So if you were in your lay lives and potentially went on to become mothers, there's a limit to how many children you can mother. Because the most you can mother are the number of eggs you have, and you're born with that. You can never have more than that. So there's a limit to the number of children you can mother as a biological mother. But I said, if you continue your life as an Anagarika, you're not going to become mothers. Certainly not biological mothers. But then there's something better than that. You can become spiritual mothers. And there's no limit to that. The limit is how many people you can fit in your heart. How many crying souls you can fit in your heart. How many people towards whom you can have compassion and loving kindness. If you can have that towards the whole world, then you can become a mother to the whole world. So why limit yourself to becoming a biological mother when you can go on to become a spiritual mother? And every man, woman and child in this world, you can consider your child. And then I also went on to say, let me prove the point to you. So we did a little bit of a practical exercise. Shall we do it here as well? Just to prove a point. All right, you'll have to get up when I say so. Okay? Is that all right? Okay. Right. Why don't you all get up for a second? Right. Now here's what I want you to do. If you remember your mother's, if you know your mother's full name, her full name, remain standing. The rest of you, please sit down. You must know your mother's full name, not initials. You must know her full name. Excellent, good, so all of you do. Next question. If you know your father's full name, please keep standing, the rest of you sit down. Excellent. They all stand. Oh, one sat down. This is nothing personal, it's just to prove a point. And please don't feel embarrassed or no one's judging you, okay? Circumstances. Next question. Let's see how you face this one. If you know your grandmother's full name, please keep standing, the rest of you sit down. Half of you have sat down already. If you also know your grandfather's full name, please keep standing, the rest of you can sit down. Good. If you know your great-grandmother's full name, some of you still do. You're a great sport. Thank you, madam. So we did this activity with them. None of them knew their grandmother's full name. They're still young. Maybe one or two did, but the others didn't. But then that helped me prove the point. You know, I said, my grandmother, she had 11 grandchildren. Sorry, 11 children, my grandmother. I think I still remember her full name. But I'm not sure. I think I still remember her full name. See how soon they're forgotten. How soon they're forgotten. If you make it your life's purpose to become a mother, 2 generations down the line, they won't even remember your name. Just like you don't remember your grandmother's name. But she might have carried you, fed you, looked after you, played with you when you wanted her companionship. But you don't even remember her name now. Great-grandmother? So then the day you become a grandmother, sooner than you become a great-grandmother, people will have forgotten you. That's because there are plenty of grandmothers and great-grandmothers and people like that around. You are not unique or special in any way in that regard. But then if you go back 2,500 years, we still talk about Battaramulle, the great Thero. We still talk about Ananda Thero. You know, do you know more about your grandfather or about the great Ananda Thero? Point proven. Do you know more about Sariputta Thero or about your great-grandfather? See, the great Sariputta Thero, he lived 2,500 years ago. Your great-grandfather? Not more than 100 years ago, he was alive. So then, what about the day you become a grandfather? You'll soon be forgotten. But what if you become like the great Elder Sariputta Thero? Then your legacy will live on forever.